Hey traders, afternoon trade here. Todd Brown, and I just wanted to touch base with you. Market outlook has been slightly bearish today. We've given back some of the gains. More importantly, some questions came up regarding our range trader. So two beautiful examples right here of the range trader that I wanted to show. Number one, we're going to take a look at the NASDAQ. Now again, this is an intraday chart. So on the NASDAQ, we see that the market first and foremost puts in range highs and range lows. So let's go back in and take a look at the daily session. We took a look at the symmetrical double top right here, and off the open this morning, we looked for long entries right here to go fill the gap from our previous close. Taken out on stop, market rolled over. We sold them here, profited here, sold them again here, and then here. Now, we took out the range lows right here. So once we break our range lows, we anticipate a move to our bid zone 1. You can see that we're headed right to the bid zone 1 right here. Now, on the first test of bid zone 1, we have a very specific rule of engagement. We look to buy this. Our rule for that first test has not been met. So we'll look for a double bottom right here. Now, let me show you the significance of the bid and the offer zone. Here is yesterday's trade. There was the first test of the offer zone, had a little move against us to 35.80. Right here, when we closed above, come back down to it. Once we've broken our offer zone 1, we buy the first test back with a qualified signal. This is what we call an SOS 3 trade. And you'll see that my turning point indicator fired here. We've got an extreme reading on relative strength, and then we look for the market to rally to OZ2. So long entries right here at about 35.81, targeting 35.87. So there's a little 6 points right before lunchtime. Then here, you'll note we got the perfect sell signal right at OZ2. So offer zone 2 is resting right up here. We already had a resistance and it had been tested once. Then we pop in, test it again, and this time, note that I've got my beautiful cluster 2. So this is my turning point indicator followed by the black tip and then the retest. And from that test right there, short from 35.87s, 86, we pulled right back down to offer zone 1 by 230. So beautiful trade right there. So yesterday, my range trader kicked in nicely. First trade's right here and then second here. Since that time, again, we've rolled over after retesting these double tops in the Globex session and taken off south. Now, let's take a look at the BZ1, bid zone 1, and let's look at that in crude oil and look at the significance here for crude. So in crude oil, you note that we take out our support zone, okay, and we come back down to range lows. So as we drop down here, here's the beautiful example of the buy signal. You see that we come down, we go extreme reading, RSI, lower high. We make lower lows in price right here. We've got a slightly higher reading on the relative strength at the bottom. And then again, look at my cluster 2 signal right there. Turning point, immediately followed by black tip, buy next bar market. So from 53s, we've had an 11 tick. We look for a 10 tick target 1 on the scalp and then let the balance run. Opportunity to buy them again right here at 51s, cover it again for a quick 10. Now, if we get through this range low for the session, then we're going to look for the sell-off down to BZ1. So today in my pre-market analysis in our live room, we talked about the significance of the 102 level. And in the live room, we saw the 102 handle hit right up here. And again, there's my turning point black tip. You can see all my short entries right there at the 102 handle. This is 05, 06. Covered the majority of it right here and then let the balance run. We were looking for a retest of Globex lows for the 101.20s. So again, I want you to watch price action. You see that we declined down here. There's 101.31. I was taken out on trail stops right here. And again, note, see the range low broken? This line right here at 50s? When that low is broken, we look for the first time back to the midpoint and we sell them there. Just a beautiful sell signal right here. So from the short entries at the 80s, again, quick hit for plus 10, balance out on trail stops, and now we're back in testing these lows. So crude oil has just been a fantastic trade on the session. Now, as you look over here, you see that we're heading back down to retest these lows from the morning session, potential down into the 101.20 handle. So you swing traders, easy opportunity there, gang, for 70 ticks or about $700 per contract on the swing trade. Those of you that can be a little bit more active, just all kinds of opportunity today intraday. Now it is the 23rd. Had a great day. Yesterday I was down around 1,000, so we'll pull in yesterday's as well on Tuesday. You see today I'm up around 25.50, a little bit of time left. So still 1,300 for the first 2 days of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday. Make sure that you join us. We'll be back in the room live tomorrow. We start pre-market around 8:05 to 8:15, and then we go into the live trade session at around 8:25, 8:30. We'll see you then.